welcome back to Word Blindness Dyslexia Exposed. This is Juliet Hahn, here with my co-host Brent Sopel. How are you?
I think that question should be flipped around the other way.
Okay, so I wanted to say this as a recording because I want to see so everyone, the viewers, can get your expression when I say this. So anyone that follows like astrology or the universe, we just had some massive like shifts that haven't happened in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And they're called solar flares. Okay. So we had like huge, where if you actually look at the charts, that's why we could see the northern lights. So the energy that is out in the universe right now was higher than it has been in forever. So if anyone's listening to this and they're like, well, I don't believe in it, but holy fuck, now I do believe in it because I've been like really struggling or like really sad or like crazy energy or just like maybe their stomach was bothering them and they're like, there's nothing going on. There's all these different things. I know. I thought you were going to have a bigger reaction. However, like some people that get really affected by energy, like maybe they needed to sleep a couple days, like 3 days straight. And like, we're like, I just can't get out of bed. I can't do anything. So I've been affected.
That was grandma, actually. It's like the last couple of days, I've been so tired.
Okay. So
believe it? No.
Well, okay. But you did say it. And so there's a slight, like, you're like,
No, she said it.
Yes, but it is because she's see, I can't
because
speak.
She
That's
said
the other
it,
thing.
I believe it.
No,
is that
she's very
the
aware.
we got over here?
No, Elizabeth is aware. She's very aware of herself and her body, and especially as she's getting older. Like when she gets to be my age, she's going to be so fucking self-aware. It's going to be like incredible. So there are people that are into it, but also people like Mercury's in retrograde. So there's a lot of communication issues happening, a lot of electronic stuff happening, and all these flares. I have been just like a truck has hit me, like ran over me like 35 times. Like it is, I'm like, oh my God, like, okay, let's let it up. And just one thing after another, just being like, okay, all right. Okay. I'm just going to keep breathing. And thank God I'm not drinking or doing drugs because I would be fucked up like for days on end.
Never heard the word Mercury retrograde till you started stalking me. So,
well, I love that you heard a word from me.
Don't believe it, you know. And Elizabeth's software probably, as you guys, as women, don't ever try to tell me you guys aren't whack jobs. After this conversation we had before we started, taping, and these podcasts that she's listening to. There's no men podcasts that are like that. Like, so let's.
Oh, okay. I can send you some men deep podcasts. Oh, actually, I can't wait.
I don't
to
know
send
a man
you
that can sync up with another man. In the
world.
Right.
You're talking about your menstrual cycles, right? Well, it's funny. Penelope's and my menstrual cycle used to fight each other. And I'd be like, oh my God.
Of course they
can't
did.
we just get on the same page? I was like, when I lived in my house with all my sisters, we were on the same. Why are you messing with my period? Oh my God, it was actually, we laugh about it now.
I forgot to tell you a story before we started taping.
Oh, okay. Well, can you tell me afterwards? Or are you going to tell me now? Is it appropriate? This is our holidays.
We're looking at houses that, her parents looking to buy a house. So we're going through kind of her history. And she tried to get her a number of years ago to move to, by us in the burbs. You know the house she told her to buy?
Who told
Nikki's. Elizabeth told her sister to buy this house. And that was Nikki's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if she bought the house, Nikki when it got,
That's so interesting. Isn't it a small world? This again.
Right? Like that's the house she told.
Crazy. Okay, and I could go down that like coincidence, like why things happen. I mean, don't even get me started because I'm already been like deep, like knuckles deep.
I don't need to go there, but it was, yeah.
That's so interesting, huh? Well, and so that's the thing. The things do happen for a reason. I believe that I don't think there's coincidences. People come into your life for reasons. You believe in that?
No. 100%. Everybody comes into your life
for a reason. If I could poke you in the eyes right now, I'd poke you. Yes, go ahead.
Everybody comes in your life for a reason. I agree with that. And no coincidences. Some are supposed to stay for a short period of time, some for a long time.
Yes. Okay, I love that. Look at you, Mr. Involved. Have you always believed that?
No. Yeah, I had obviously for a number of years now. Once you can start connecting dots and understanding what those dots meant, so I agree with you on the coincidence, and they're in your life for a reason. You may be short, maybe a day, maybe a quick high, maybe something triggered something that did something. But there's other people that's supposed to be your life, not forever. People get divorced, right? That not forever, but there's a purpose to that. And then there's some people that are there long term.
Yep, I 100% agree with that, and I love that. And I've always but also self-aware people know that. I'm really pointy today. Self-aware people know that, and a lot of people are not self-aware, so they don't even give themselves a chance to think about it, right? Like, oh wait, I see why that dot is connected. Oh wow, that's why that person came into my life. And I love that shit. I could talk about that shit all day long.
Well, but you'll never be self-aware until you have the information, and that's what we talk about all the time, right? Like you just asked, have you always believed that, right? What's the saying? The older you get, the wiser, right? We can look back, right? But you're not going to look back unless you understand yourself, right? So you can't be self-aware if you don't understand.
Right.
If you don't understand why you did that, or why did I date that guy, or why did I marry that girl, or why did I go down this path, and why did I do this? And you if you don't understand that, you can't self-reflect.
Right.
And that's what obviously what we talk about daily is getting that diagnosis, getting that understanding. Once you have that, then you can start believing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I love that. Preach. Okay. So today, because this is coming out, and I can't. I can't even think. I literally am like a moron. I should be wearing your hat. Seriously. So when this comes out, the episode right before it, which is, I can give you the number, season 4, right? We're in season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, season 4. It will be episode 11, and we talk about IDA. And so what we want you guys to do is IDA is the International Dyslexic Association, their new description. We're going into the holidays. So we're coming up on Thanksgiving. We're coming up on, all the holidays. I just was going to start to name them, but we're not. All the holidays, holiday season. So we wanted to give you guys a chance to catch up, because we've had a lot of people be like, oh my God, there's so many good ones. And during the holidays, we're all so busy. We don't want you guys to miss anything that's really, that you're going to want to miss. And then, have to go back. So we're going to give you a break. But what we want to do is wish you a happy holidays. And then we want you guys to go listen back. If you hadn't heard the IDA one, season 4, episode 11, go back to some of the ones that maybe you didn't get a chance to do. A lot of the interviews have been really hitting home with people. We did a lot of interviews in season 1, and then they're kind of peppered throughout. You guys can, go back and go through those. Do you want to add anything?
No, the interview is always, always gives you unique perspective. We were just actually on a call talking about, Stephen Keys.
Yep.
That was probably one of our top 5 best podcasts. And it was, his emotion, his rawness.
He is episode 8. So season 1, episode 8.
Yeah.
So when we started it, then we went right into October. And I can't even do the timelines. I just can't even do it. But we had 4 interviews for Dyslexia Awareness Month in season 1. And that was a great one. And then we interviewed 18 was an interview, 23 was an interview, all in season 1. So season 1, 31, there was definitely a couple in here. And then season 2, we launched with Chris who is the Brit that's dyslexic, who I haven't seen his stuff pop up lately. It's probably just his algorithm changed.
Right. Yeah. Forever,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Just ran the marathon.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Okay. So you saw that. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that in
So
London.
I need to see that. Yeah, and he does like funny things with dyslexia.
He's good.
He's a great guy.
He was great, and he does some great stuff out there. But we talked about neurodivergent, right? So two different aspects on that interview. Awesome one.
Yeah. And then so season 2, we also have the firefighter that I met. And again, I'm forgetting everyone's name, so I really apologize. Ryan, thank you. I mean, I'm literally, my brain is not working. It's like I'm stuttering today. I was at my workout this morning and my trainer goes, "What did you just say?" And I was like, "I actually don't think those were real words." She's like, "They 100% were not real words." And I was like, and I said a whole sentence. I was like, "You would think that I was like on drugs." Not. I'm not. I didn't sleep. So that's a really great one.
When you pass 50?
I don't know. Fuck off. Which I thought he was turning 50. So I was like, "Oh, you're turning 50. How are you feeling?" And then he yelled at me because he's going to be 49. Still a baby. And then season 3, we start with Montgomery and Bradley, which my son and my nephew. And then we also have Colleen, who's in there.
And that one, the Montgomery and Bradley, kind of stands on a pedestal by itself. Just to hear, obviously two kids are doing well that are diagnosed at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Family, and you got a raw perspective of a couple of young kids in the middle of their journey and in this. So it was a pretty cool perspective to sit back and listen to them.
That would also be interesting to get them back on because now they're finishing their first semester of second year. When I listen back, I'm like, oh, I don't know if everyone's in the same spot. I mean, they're fine, but
listen, I'd love to if they're up to doing it.
I think they would be. I think they would. I think
ask them if they're up to it. Then for sure we'll find a time to jump on when they're home and do episode 2 of
a year later.
Yeah, call it that. Call it that. It's exactly a year later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love that. We're going to definitely do that. And then in season 3, we also had Dr. Jacob, who I've done some stuff on Soapwell Foundation, Instagram, everyone. I mean, he's great. Everyone loves him. Yeah. He's really evolving and really sharing little snippets. Like I really enjoy his stuff because I'll be like, I didn't put it in those words. I love that. Like he really breaks it down. Yeah,
he does. He does a great job breaking it down and definitely saying in a different way than how you and I see things.
Mm-hmm.
Or approach things. So he's great.
Yeah. And then we're going to have some more. We have probably 4 people that for a year said they were going to be on the podcast, right? I think it's 4.
Actually, I was texting with, no, he didn't respond. Yeah. Right. We're going to follow back up with,
I mean, and that wasn't so much that it was like they were nervous to be on. It was more that our schedules.
It was time we never worked out. Yeah.
Yeah. And then again, so go back, listen, if you're new to this, it's all about the kid in the chair. That is what our mission is. Everything that Brent has built with the foundation is it going to help the kid in the chair? So anything, any partnerships, anything that we've ever done or he has ever done or any people he's ever got involved with is the bottom line. Is it going to help the kid in the chair? And if the answer is no, even if it seems like it's a great idea, it's a fuck off in his not really, but that's kind of mood I'm in right now.
No, that's exactly my thoughts.
Yeah.
It's you're talking holiday season obviously brings up a lot. Families, everybody's got a lot going on. But then, Liz and I were talking about last night, school. I hated school. But then you give me a break, a 2 or 3 week break. You know how much more I hate school?
I know. Mm-hmm.
So then, the kids got the anxiety of that going back. Take some, like a Christmas break, a couple week break, takes them the first week to decompress and get away, right? Get another week, you get away, then all of a sudden you're back deer in headlights, and it's 100 times harder than it was last time.
It really is. And one of the episodes that we're going to be recording is really going to be on kind of, and I'm going to use the word longevity since that's what I've been talking in my other worlds, but just about stress and what it does to the body and mental health, and how the numbers show that people with learning disabilities lifespan is shorter. And I have my whole philosophies on that. I don't think they're philosophies. I think they're actually facts, but I'm going to say my philosophies. I'm going to say it and you're going to be like, no, that's actually a fact. You didn't come up with that. But there's so many different things linked to that. Like if you think of your body's in stress all the time, what that does to you. And that's how you are when you're walking into a situation being
let's say in that flight or fight or fight.
And your cortisol levels. And cortisol, there's so much being studied about cortisol right now. I mean, in the brain, so much stuff in the longevity space. That if you think a little kid going into a school, not realizing that their cortisol levels are high because they don't understand. But then when you take it through, as we've talked about, like what we would do when we know we were going into school, how we can get out of something, how we can read people, how we can, I don't want someone to find out, and all of these different things. And if you're going through this undiagnosed for the majority of your life, think about those levels every day.
Yeah. Well, actually, I just looked out my papers when I was doing some of my research. They're saying, 1 in 9 ADHD now, right? How many of those? So 7 million kids right now have ADHD. 78% have something else going on. Dyslexia, dysgraphia.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't, those are just, crazy numbers. But if you don't understand that portion of you, the anxiety just builds and you end up like me.
Yeah. And so that's why we do this. That is why we have these conversations. So happy holidays, happy catching up. Would love to hear what resonates, what you guys want to hear after the New Year's. We're going to, as I said, we're going to be recording behind the scenes. We're just not going to put them out because we're going to give everyone a little break to catch up. And if you already caught up, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to listen to reruns. if you like it that much. We're not thinking of you. Do you have anything to say at the end?
I'm leaving that one at that right there.
Okay, perfect. Like, rate, review, and share. You don't know who needs to hear this. Have a good one, and we'll see you in 2026. How fucking crazy is that?